Welcome back to Good Morning Vail, Monday morning, May the 2nd. Todd Goulding is here with Vail Mountain Rescue. Thanks for bringing your son Mason in today. You wanted to kind of spend some time in here, and it's been fun, right? It's been fun?
Yeah, I know. Well, thanks for having us.
Of course, of course. Vail Mountain Rescue, we love what you guys do. Obviously, you guys are out there for everybody year-round, wintertime, snow, summertime, rivers and white water. And there's still a lot of snow in the backcountry. It's pretty amazing. When I drove in from Denver yesterday, I couldn't believe the amount of snow that we still have out there. Do you have any missions over the weekend?
We do, and it's a really good point. We actually had, if you go to the Colorado Avalanche Center, we've had a lot of activity in these wet, heavy slides with all the recent snow. And over the weekend, a lot of people are still getting in the backcountry. There was a snowmobile accident up on Vail Pass. One of the snowmobilers went off a cornice and broke his leg.
Really?
So we had to go up and get him out. And so you'll see here.
So what cornice is that? I know that cornice. Is that the one we all see from I-70?
That's Ptarmigan. You see it from I-70, and he was coming off the top of that, and that's right there, getting him off that slope and back out of the backcountry to the hospital.
Did he come off the cornice on purpose?
I believe
did all those guys jump off that cornice?
And that's exactly what he was doing. He was jumping off the cornice. He fell off the snowmobile, and the snowmobile landed on his leg, and right above his boot top, he broke it.
Right above the boot top.
That's exactly right.
Was it compounded to come out?
We don't need to get into those details, but we
Whenever
did get
I
him
hear
out,
compounded, I always picture it just like that's just the way that it is for some reason, but it's not always the case. But he's going to be all right.
He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. So.
And then also, you guys are also, you just had a busy weekend in the middle of your every 5 years you have to go through your accreditation process.
That's right.
To get checked out.
So we have a lot of tired mountain rescue folks this morning. For the last 2 days is a very intense reaccreditation process. So we're part of the Mountain Rescue Association. In order to be that, you have to get recertified every 5 years by your peer teams. So teams from around the state and around our region all descended on the Vail Valley this weekend and went through 5 different scenarios. So for example, they were practicing an avalanche scenario. And we would go out and react just like we would do on a normal avalanche. We would be evaluated by various other peer teams. And then at the end of the weekend, they would then let us know if we passed or not, and we did.
Yeah.
So it is a big deal.
So we get another 5 years of your wonderful services to start, right?
That's right.
Okay, wait, so do you know going into this, like at 2 o'clock this afternoon we're going to do avalanche, or is it kind of like a full-on emergency call and you have to drop everything and go do this for this event?
So the way they stage it is we have our cache, our kind of headquarters down there in Edwards next to the ambulance district. And you know you're going to do it that day, so you're kind of ready to go with your gear, and then the call comes in, and you don't know if you're going to a cliff rescue, a search in the woods, or an avalanche.
You don't know exactly what it is.
And they just say, here comes the call, and then what they want to see is, how do you assemble? How do you put your teams together? What's the approach? How do you deploy into the field? How do you communicate and run that particular scenario? It takes about an hour or two per scenario. As you start coming back, and typically what they do is they'll say, as you're coming back from the avalanche, here comes another call. We've got a search out in the woods.
Does that go down?
And so, yeah, they keep you on your toes the whole time. So we did 3 scenarios on Saturday and 2 yesterday.
And this is done by your peers. So now let's say, will you guys go as Vail Mountain Rescue to another group of peers and do the accreditation? I can't say that word today. Accreditation for somebody else here coming up soon, or is that every 5 years for everybody, the same 5 years?
No, so it's rotating. So there's 13 members of our region, and then 3 or so teams have their accreditation every 5 years. So what they'll look for is we need evaluators, and we'll send, if we have our experts in avalanche or search or any of those high angle they call it, we'll send 2 or 3 of our members to the location for their accreditation.
Okay. And
then there's probably 20 to 30 evaluators that go to every accreditation. Some are the lead evaluators, some are being trained, so they'll be future evaluators. Okay. But it's a great time to get to know our fellow teams. We work with Summit County and Aspen all the time, so you get to spend not just a rescue mission like we have to share, but
socializing time.
That's exactly right. You get to know who our teams are, and we learn how they do things, and we might take something they do, or they might take something we do. So it's a great time.
Congratulations. That's good to know, because you guys really do an amazing job year-round. It's nice to have you in here. It's nice that we know we can plan on seeing you for the next 5 years, and then even further on. And we're coming into the whitewater season 2 of the runoff, so a lot of big stuff coming our way. Thanks, Todd, for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it. So, Todd with Vail Mountain Rescue. We're going to take a look now at your weather for Monday. We'll be right back.